Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. So let's get started with the tutorial. So I am going to moisturize my face with my pods and then prime my face with my number 7 Beautifully Matte Primer. I usually just use that for my brows, but I decided to prime my whole face with it. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. We'll shape it out first and then fill it in. And I am using the Benefits Kabrow to do so. I'm going to go ahead with the spoolie and brush it out, make sure it's not harsh. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer to clean the bottom, and then my Becca concealer in the shade Chestnut to clean the top. I will leave all the product details in the description box below. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean the bottom up, drag the concealer down because that's what I'm going to use as my eyeshadow base. Then I'm going to go ahead and also clean up the top. I'm just connecting them to make sure that they're somewhat even. Your brows are never going to be the same, but at least try to get them to look a little bit the same. Then I'm using a concealer brush to just blend out all the concealers. Then I'm setting the concealer with my Cover FX setting powder. Then I'm using my NYX brow gel to set my brows. Then I'm going color correcting. I think my background was making my videos go in and out, so I'm gonna have to remove that. But I'm using Makeup Geek's eyeshadow. This is in the shade Cocoa Bear as my transition color. Then I'm using that, I think it's Venetian Red from my Renaissance palette, and I'm placing that right in the crease. With this color, you have to be really light-handed because it is very pigmented, and you want to build it up so you're able to blend it because the colors are really pigmented. So I'm going back in with Cocoa Bear, and I am just going to use that to soften the edges so that it's not harsh. And I'm going back in with Venetian Red just to deepen up that color, just building up the color. Then again back in with Cocoa Bear. There's a lot of blending going on. Then I'm placing, I forgot what that name is that brown color from the Renaissance palette. I place that right in the outer corner to make it more defined. Then I'm cutting my crease with my Becca concealer. This is in the shade Honeycomb. Then I'm setting that concealer with my Cover FX setting powder. And then I place, you guys, so please place a gold eyeshadow over the concealer before you place your glitter. I totally forgot to do that. My kids are getting on my nerves, so I was rushing. But you want to place a gold a gold eyeshadow on top of that concealer before placing that glitter, because if you don't, it's probably gonna crack. Mine didn't, but just to be on the safe side. So then I'm gonna go back in with Venetian Red and deepen up the color, make it more defined. I'm gonna kind of go over the glitter a little bit so that it has like a smooth transition and it's not like just harsh like glitter and shadow. So I'm kind of like going, see, I went over it just a little bit. Then I placed some highlighter. Don't remember which highlight that was, but I placed that at the brow bone area, and then I blended it out with my blending brush, but I didn't put any product on there, just use it to blend that out. Then I'm putting some liner on. The brush I'm using is like a silicone brush. Then my foundation, I forgot the shade, guys. I'm gonna have all the details in the description box, but it's 2 different shades, and I mixed them together to get my shade because I couldn't find just one for me. I have to mix both. So I'm just using an old brush to just blend that out. I need to take my backdrop down because it's making me blurry. So I'm just blending it out. See how beautiful that is? I'm using a small oval brush to blend out the top because the big one is probably going to be too big for my non-forehead ass. Then I'm using my NARS concealer to highlight. I'm so upset. My backdrop is like messing up everything. So I'm just blending that concealer out. And the patting motion, just pat it. Using a small beauty blender to blend out my nose concealer because of course the big one would be too big. Then I'm going to contour with my ABH contour palette. This is in the shade Deep and I am using the darkest shade in there. If you can't find where you need to contour, just do the fish face and you will figure it out. I'm so sorry that, you know, the video is blurry. It's the backdrop. Like, I thought backdrops were supposed to make the video pop, not make it blurry. So I'm going to set that with my Sacha Buttercup. I'm going to set all the highlight area with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm going to use my CoverGirl loose powder. I forgot which shade this is, but that will be in the description box. But I'm going to use that powder to dust off the excess setting powder. Yeah, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm using. I'm not just dusting off that powder. I'm actually placing my brush into that CoverGirl setting powder and using that to dust off the excess powder. And I'm going to go back into my contour area with this Becca Multitask powder. And I'm contouring my nose. Not really contouring because it's not like a deep contour, but you know, just to define it, I guess. And I'm going to put some liner on and then set my neck because I did place foundation there. Then I'm going to use the Venetian red from my Renaissance palette and place that on my lower I don't know how to call it. And I'm going to use the mascara and just, yeah. Then for blush, I am using my Morphe blush palette. I'm going to set all that with my MAC Fix Plus. Then I'm going to put my highlighter on. I think this was my Steeler highlight. I think so. Then I'm going to, of course, highlight the bridge of my nose. Put some lipstick on. This is the Vice, forgot which one this is. What is Vice? It's a Vice lipstick by Urban Decay. Then I'm going to use my concealer to just clean that up a bit. Then we are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in my next tutorial.